William Corbett was a rather colourful member of the London musical scene in the early 18th century. He was an eminent violinist, leading the theatre orchestras at Lincoln's Inn Fields and the King's Theatre Haymarket, and he was appointed to the English court as a royal musician by Queen Anne in 1709. Corbett was also a well-known composer, composing in the Italian style, and his music was published in collections of violin music alongside the works of Corelli, Albinoni and Henry Purcell. Corbett made numerous trips to Italy, the first in 1709. There he continued his work as a violinist and composer, and he also, it is rumoured, worked as a spy for the English court. While Corbett was in Italy, he also started to collect Cremonese violins, and by the time of his death in 1748, his collection included a Stradivari violin of 1706 and no less than 8 Amatis. Intriguingly, in his will, one of the Amati violins is listed as being dated 1710 and having rather a dark varnish, and it's therefore quite probable that this instrument was bought by Corbett from the maker himself. The Amati family was the leading family of violin makers in Italy from 1550 to about 1680. In the middle of the 16th century, the violin as we know it today was invented by Andrea Amati, and 150 years later, his great-grandson Girolamo was still working in the same town. Girolamo's work is quite rare because he spent the first 20 years or so of his career working for his father, Nicolai. This particular instrument is very much influenced by his father's work, but it has this beautiful, rich, brown varnish which is very typical of Girolamo's work. Many of the violins in Corbett's collection were branded on the bottom rib with his initials WC, and this violin is no exception.